Hi friends, I hope you are doing well. I'm feeling inspired because the sun is shining outside. It's still a little bit chilly, but the sun is shining, the birds are chirping, spring is upon us. I know technically, I think we have a few more days until it's officially spring, but I am in spring mode. So today we're going to be doing an easy everyday spring makeup look, and it's going to be very fresh, it's going to be very natural. I feel like especially as we come out of hibernation after winter, I also like to make sure to wear like SPF and things like that. And I don't want my skin to look too heavy. And honestly, I love the feeling of sunshine on my skin. So we're going to keep things pretty light with the complexion, and everything else is going to be super easy to do. You can totally do this with whatever products you have at home, but these are just the things that I personally feel inspired by. And they're also very practical for every day. I actually prepped my skin off camera. My skin has been looking pretty good lately. And it's funny because I'm like, why is my skin starting to look so good? And it's because I've been doing more of a full skincare routine. I'm telling you, being a mom of two, the way my skincare routine has been pared down to like 2 products for the last few months. So I started to incorporate my usual serums, exfoliations, etc., etc. And I feel like my skin is very happy. It's definitely getting better and better. So I cleansed the skin. I did the Skinceuticals Peptide Serum, which is one of my holy grails. Then I did the Signature Skin Dreamberry Cream. And then I'm wearing my Summer Fridays SPF. So that's been sinking into the skin. Oh, and my Clarins eye cream. I'll have this all linked down below. Also, I wanted to give a little additional shout out again to this hair product because I was getting ready upstairs and I was like, this is still like my favorite product. I've been wearing my hair straight lately, you guys. And so I decided to do a slick back pony. And I've been using this hair product for my slick back hairstyles for a while now. And honestly, anytime I feel like I have flyaways, which my postpartum hair growth is coming back, and so I've got quite a few flyaways that are going on, and this just smells so good. I've raved about this before. There's truly not a Chris McMillan product that I haven't tried and loved. He's launching a new hair oil that I seriously cannot wait to get my hands on. But this is like the perfect texture. You know how sometimes like a wax stick is too much, especially if you want to do your hair in a different way the next day, for example? This styling balm is so flexible and like leaves a gorgeous shine in the hair, and then it just like tames frizz, gives a little bit of texture, but it doesn't like weigh the hair down. I was using it today and I was like, you know what, I've got to like show you again because I'm so in love with this whole brand. I also love, what's the other product? The mousse. The air dry mousse. So when I wear my hair down and like let it naturally curl, I put this mousse through my hair and just kind of scrunch it. Anyway, so basically I just want to share with you guys like what I've done up until this point, because this allows for like a really quick hairdo that looks a little more polished when you brush it back, and it looks more intentional. And for me, especially being a mom, like I really have been trying to wear my hair down, but realistically my hair stays down for maybe like an hour, especially if I'm filming. My baby is 6 months old now, and so he's in the phase where he just likes to grab anything and pull anything. So my hair is included in that usually. So I like to just wear my hair up, and this has been a fun new hairstyle for me, but still very like practical. Okay, we are going to go into foundation. I wanted to do something very, very classic today. You guys know how much I love my Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Tinted Moisturizer. There's no better time than spring and summer to have this in your routine. I feel like it has fully worked its way back into my routine. This has been a staple for me for literally 10 years. It's one of my favorite products of all time. And anytime I feel like I just want the perfect skin-like coverage that's like super dewy and fresh looking, but wears really well, also has bonus SPF in here, I reach for this. It's just that good. So let's see. I'm in the shade Birch 1.5. And I'm just going to go ahead and start to apply this on the cheeks. That's where I have the most redness. And you can see how beautifully it just like erases redness, but it still lets my skin show through, which is exactly what I want. I have low-key wanted to revisit the Bare Minerals like original loose powder foundation. I did, like I used to love it, and then I revisited it and I loved it again, and now it's been a few years. So I'm kind of like wanting to try it out again. But hopefully you can see like the before and the after. Isn't that just beautiful? It's been a staple for me for years for a reason. They also recently launched a new foundation stick, which I want to get my hands on, but I haven't yet. That could potentially be a great spring, like everyday product as well. But today I'm sticking to the classics. And again, my skin is feeling really good, especially after I prepped it. So I didn't want to like cover up the actual, you know, glow of my skin today. But I do want to feel slightly more polished, a little more even toned, etc., etc. So I'm just going to press that into the skin a little bit more with my sponge as well. This is seriously the best. If you wanted to go about your day with just this on, I feel like you would totally be able to get away with it. Even some like skin tints these days have a bit too much coverage to where you put it on and then you feel like you have to keep adding to make it look complete. I feel like this Complexion Rescue always has looked so natural that if you wanted to like fool everyone into thinking this is your actual flawless skin, it's believable. You wouldn't even have to like set it or anything. It looks that good and that skin-like. It's my favorite. Okay, if you can't tell. I wanted to, I know this is kind of like a little bit counterintuitive because this is technically a thicker formula, but hear me out. I've been loving this all over again, Shape Tape of all things. Like these two things together are giving me major throwback vibes, but in the best way. It's thicker, but if you use a little bit less, way less than what we used to use when we were in 2016, my friends, it looks so nice. So I'm just gonna take that, and you'll notice how I kind of dotted it right where I have the deepest discoloration. And then I'm just kind of like using this brush to buff and blend that out. I'm going to take what's left on the brush and apply it to the eyelid. You could also just like pat that in with your fingers if you wanted to. You could also apply this with your fingers. I've done it before. If you were really in a pinch, and just kind of like slap it on like a moisturizer, which is always so nice. My favorite thing right now has to be this Westman Atelier contour stick. I mean, I've always loved this formula, but the shade I can literally just draw on my skin. This is their newest shade called Olay, and it's perfect for me, especially for springtime because I'm still very fair. And honestly, in the summertime, I don't really get too tan anyway. So I feel like I'll still be able to use this year round. It's a really beautiful color that adds just the right amount of warmth. It's not too gray toned either. It's perfectly neutral, which I love because it still gives me shape, but it doesn't turn me orange and it doesn't turn me gray. You know what I mean? There's a fine line. So I'm just going to blend that out with my little brush here. And then I personally feel so chic with faux freckles. This can be totally optional. And this could potentially add extra time. So if you're in a pinch, you don't need to add this. But I love my Rudy Berry Buble Freckle Pen. And especially when I want to look extra fresh and ready for spring, I love just tapping this into the skin. It helps me feel like I look like I've been outside more than I have. Oh, I'm genuinely so excited to get outside more though. Having little babies through the winter changes everything. And then you feel just like as soon as the sun comes out, we're like, let's get our tennis shoes on. We're going for a walk. That's how I am anyway. Ever since I recreated that Paige Lorenz makeup look, I've been doing a little bit more freckles on like the top of my nose. I used to only do like the sides, but I really liked how it looked. So we're going to do the same thing. And I like to do freckles before blush and before powder. I wanted to use this Bobbi Brown Pot Rouge Velvet Matte for Lips and Cheeks product. I really love this. It's going to be on sale at Ulta if it hasn't already. I'll write the day down in the description if it hasn't happened yet. This is a really beautiful kind of like pudding moussey matte texture, which might be sort of counterintuitive in your mind for a spring look, but I feel like it's the perfect hybrid, moving from winter into spring to have a little bit of like a soft focus matte blurring blush just feels right. I'm going to take this across the nose, right where we applied those freckles, to give us a nice, fresh, youthful look. Also, my reasoning behind this was it's kind of self-setting, and I'm not wanting to use a ton of powder today, so it's nice to know that like the cheeks will look a little bit more balanced before we go in with setting powder, which I'm going to do now. I'm going to use my Huda Beauty powder. This time I'm going to use the shade Sugar Cookie, which is the lightest color, and we're going to use this to kind of like brighten up and set the under eyes. We're going pretty light with the powder. But I personally still love a good setting powder for every day, especially if you're going outside. It just helps with a bit of longevity. If it's warmer too, your skin will naturally kind of warm up and melt some of the powder, so don't be afraid of powder, especially when you're getting ready, because it will melt if it's the right formula and if you use the right amount anyway. Okay, brows, brows, brows. No surprise here. I'm gonna go into my RAVIE Beauty Easy Everyday Brow Pencil. I wear the shade Dark Brown. It's just the most foolproof, fabulous little pencil. I usually use a light hand with this, and today I'm gonna go even lighter. I don't know, I just want like really soft features today. Nothing screaming at you, nothing too bright. I would say my blush is gonna be the main focal point, and it's not even like too crazy. I feel like the key to these brow pencils is to use a light hand. They are just so easy to apply. But even though the shade is dark brown, so technically you can get it much darker than this, you can control the level of pigment by the amount of pressure that you apply. And I just want like a really soft brow today. So I filled them in very gently. By the way, if you don't have a freckle pen, these are fantastic. Whatever brow shade you have, just gonna like pencil in a few more little freckles. So that's a hack too. Okay, I wanted to do a little bit of eyeshadow, and I feel like oftentimes I don't really think about palettes as everyday products because I want to dive in and do a full look when I have palettes. But today I wanted like a little something on the lids, and I felt like this color was gonna be perfect. So this is from my Morphe Rich Glitch palette, which is one of my favorite drugstore palettes at the moment. And we're gonna take that mauve shade. Well, it's called Taupe Tier. It's kind of mauve though. And I just want a little bit of that all over the eyelid. So just pick like your favorite mid-toned, or I guess like matte shadow that is just a hint deeper than your natural eyelid color or skin tone, just so that it looks a little more polished. I do find that when I put something on the eyes, I feel and look a little more put together. All right, next I'm gonna put on a little bit of my favorite everyday mascara. So you can just wear your favorite everyday mascara. You'll be able to see this one soon. Okay, I'll be right back. Mascara is on. Wink, wink. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and kind of touch up the blush just a little bit. I didn't put any more on the brush, but I just want a bit more on like this part of the cheeks. The skin looks so good. I'm loving this. Okay, now I already put some of my lip oil on earlier, and my lips feel so hydrated. So I don't feel like I want anything crazy on the lips, but I do want a little bit of something to define my lips. So I'm gonna take my lip liner in Honey, which I love, as you can see. Normally I wipe off the foundation on the lips and like the lip balm, but I'm really wanting like a more sheer application today. So I just want to kind of like bring my natural lip shape back, because sometimes it gets a little lost after I do like my foundation. And I'm gonna go in with my Effortless Lips in the shade Dahlia. This actually applies nicely right on top of the lip oil, especially after it's sunk in for a little while. I'm just wanting to create my own kind of signature sheer balmy lip that just looks healthy, fuss-free. Dahlia is obviously my personal go-to. It was inspired by my natural lip color, so I feel like it just always looks flattering. Let's go in with some setting spray, because I feel like I want my freshness to last. This is looking so nice. I almost wish I tight-lined my eyes a little bit, but you know what? We'll leave it. I like the softness. We're not trying to do too much definition. What setting spray to use today? You know, I love my Danessa Myricks one. Let's do this. And spritz this all over. This kind of gives a soft focus effect, which I love, kind of combining dewy products with softer focus, powdery finish type things. I feel like then it creates like the perfect balance. Or if you did like a lot of powders, like the opposite would be like matte foundations or matte tinted moisturizer with a dewy setting spray or a more fresh setting spray. And then to me, it just looks like the most skin-like. Okay, and then let's set the brows. We'll use my Rare Beauty Brow Gel. All right, my friends, that completes this easy everyday spring makeup look. It's very complexion focused. I feel like my skin looks exactly like skin. I'm telling you, this is so good. Plus, like the right colors. The Westman Atelier contour was not too defining to where it just looks really natural on the skin. And then that more matte, soft focus blush, I think, plays a role. A nice light filling image of the brows. A nice soft mascara, and a balmy lip, and faux freckles. You know, that's the recipe to me for a perfect everyday spring look. This is so like polished to where you could wear like a spring blouse and it would totally match, but you could also wear like leggings and a t-shirt if you're being a mom and walking outside, and it would also still fit in that type of a day. So I feel like it's very foolproof. I'll have every product that I talked about linked down below, but again, it's a little bit more about the technique or the types of products or like the tones of the products that you're choosing. So obviously feel free to dig into whatever you have to recreate this look. You should be able to recreate it since it's very simple and easy and perfect for every day. I hope you guys loved this look. I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, keep your eyes peeled because some exciting things are coming soon from RAVIE Beauty. Finally, I'm so excited. I love you guys so much. I hope you have a fabulous day wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Love you.